Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided meditation call for Monday, September 11, 2023, 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll be having a time for change call this Wednesday night around 9 p.m. Eastern, in the beginning of any truly awesome adventure in life. We first need a reason or motivation for going. We need a desire to move us forward no matter what challenges or obstacles may come our way. To discover the enlightened manifester within you is like finding a secret palace in the Himalayas mountains that is entirely made of gold and blue diamonds or whatever. There is every possibility on this journey that you will be stopped, feel blocked, and become deeply distracted by something more appealing along the way. There's a great chance that you will be enticed with seeing something so seductive and exciting that you may forget that the Golden Palace existed at all. You think it was just some far-off fantasy and call off your entire search to find it. To gather up motivation, energy, and discipline for this several-mile mountainous adventure on foot, you first need to dive deep inside yourself and ask for real guidance. When we pray, most on this planet don't know what they're praying to. Sure, they've been told things and programmed about stuff. But they don't know that they're praying to the God that they are. That makes a big difference. And when you know this, then you start understanding is that you're never alone. You always have the God that you are with you. Now, you can start right now with looking within and asking to meet with your unstoppable true nature. If you wish to discover a truly magical life that you love, the first destination is to go deep within you and find that which does not die. What is that? Pure consciousness. On this planet, they call it God, but it's pure consciousness. We are the total sum of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Period. We are connected and part of everything. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a bee buzzing in the air. But our perception is that we're separate from everything. You see the effects here, that we're separate from everything. That we, you, me, all of us, are alone. That we are, and this has been played on us for a very long time because we don't know any better. We haven't learned. We start off with pre-programming, not by really our choosing, but that's the way it structures. Now, can you imagine for an instant that when you entered that body you're in now, but you had immediate knowledge of your past lives, period. You knew every one of them. You knew the past life that you had left to enter this life that you're in now. You didn't have amnesia. You remembered everything. You remembered that you are a God in that body. All these things Wouldn't it be interesting to see, to experience, billions of us on this planet with that understanding? It'd be immense. Now, understand what that means. You've gained much experience, knowledge through the soul God existence. So you don't view things. You know immediately that you're being programmed, right? And that you have a different perspective because you look at it and you've already gained the knowledge and experience. So now imagine how you would view this planet. Now, it doesn't matter if you're in a 9-month-old baby body at all. What matters is that you have all of the recollection of all of your existence throughout eternity. You have no blank spots. You have no forget areas, period. You are fully informed. Now, but you're in this new life, and you say to yourself, well, we're gonna get going here, and I'm going to be creating things that I haven't experienced before. Okay? So you create things that you haven't experienced before in this setting that I am laying out for you. And it changes everything, doesn't it? It changes everything. It unearths, reveals, spotlights all of the things that have been programmed on this planet that are untrue. But knowing that we have followed the untruth throughout life. Now, when you realize that you are infinite, right, that you never die, so you would go on creating new avenues in this life that you had not experienced before. Now, you could most likely help others that did not know the vast knowledge and experience that you contained, as they had not woken up yet. But when you look at this, how would you be? How would you be? Seeing all the watching, right? You had overcome your ego mind long ago, and you watched everything, seeing how everything was playing out on the planet. It'd been interesting, wouldn't it? This is how we were designed to be. We weren't designed for amnesia over and over again. We weren't designed for any of that. To have no memory of anything, totally blank, be filled up by a society that has it all wrong. Over and over and over again. It's like the old vinyl records, right? You're playing a record, and all of a sudden it hits a scratch and it skips and it starts over again. And it's in this loop where it keeps starting over. That's what we've been doing. We keep starting over. We don't have any basis. We don't have anything to compare anything with each lifetime, because we leave the body We're zapped. We lose all memory. Okay? And then when we come in and we gain our memory back, so we come in, we're zapped again, so we lose our memory. So we literally come in amnesia. We have no memory of past. Zero. And about 99.99% of the time. This is why it is so confusing on this planet that we're chasing a shadow. We literally are chasing a shadow. You ever tried chasing your shadow? You don't get much anywhere, do you? So we chase our shadow every lifetime. We don't know why we're doing what we're doing, basically. We have no clue where we've been, any of it. Now, that's quite interesting, isn't it? So every single lifetime, we start from scratch, and we relive things. I guarantee you, we go over things more than once, lifetime after lifetime. Now, we have no basis to compare to help us, see? Do we have that? No, we don't. We don't have that. So we wing it, basically. And then if we're fortunate enough, we may live to be in our 90s with some quality of life, the body, and then we leave again. And then we start all over again. Now, understand something. We do not sign a contract with anything. Right? We are all one. So, therefore, we decide. Now, remember, your memory is blank. So, when you leave the body, you don't know who and what you are. You don't know. You believe you're still alive. You still are in physical, material life. But you're not. So you're trying to make head or tails of things, and to figure out, all right, what do I do from here? Once you finally figure it out that you're not in body anymore, if that life's over, it's done. You're not coming back to it. So you move forward, right? Then you see a light. Sometimes it doesn't come for a while. Other times it comes pretty quick. You see this light. And the light's real warm, and it's golden white, and it's very seductive and enticing. And you're kind of out in limbo, just kind of looking around, and you see the others that have left bodies, and they maintain. We attach two bodies. That's why we think we're still alive. Some of us think we're still alive in material physical world, but we're not. This is why we have bottlenecks on the other side, because imagine that we're always being blanked, we have no basis to start from, and it's like we're scratch every time. Now, what's happening through the collective consciousness is that that's changing, that's shifting. And what's shifting about it? Less and less are you going to be subjected to amnesia. Mind wipes. You won't have them. Now, this is going to make things very interesting, because there'll come a time where you will say, that your God will say, I really don't care to incarnate anymore on this planet. You go pick something else on the planetary system. I mean, you can travel in the blink of the eye anywhere in existence and beyond. You can travel anywhere in pure consciousness and beyond. So getting there is a cinch. So you can just determine where you go next. This is much more expansive for the gods that we are than where we're at now. It's Pete and repeat all the time. So we're always repeating. Now, we talk about the grand library that we each have, right? Akashic records. The grand library, it holds everything that we have ever experienced. All lifetimes, all future lifetimes. Now, those get a little dangerous because do you really want to know? Do you really want to know your future lives? See, that changes a lot. That could change a lot of things. And the timelines are very delicate. I wouldn't care to. I would not care to look into my future lives. I've seen some of them, but it influences you in the present moment of now. It literally influences you. Now, past, they're a different story. You go and you look at your past lives and you go, oh, okay, I did that. And, ooh, I didn't realize I would have done something like that. Wow. So some of the things may influence you now, in the present moment. But when you know you have never been the body and you never will be the body, that changes everything. It shifts. It really is no different than putting on a suit of clothing and wearing it for a long time. Okay? Fixing it when it needed to be fixed. And then eventually the time comes where you go, wow, this suit is really done for. I got to get a new one. So, you get a new one. Now, we have, in this very moment, in this very now, such omnipotent power. I mean, it is immeasurable. Each of every one of us. And yet, what is the main reason that we don't use it? Could it be we fear it? Many of us fear the unknown. We don't care to know the unknown. The unknown is where all the possibilities are, right? Now, there are some people that will dive right into the unknown. They have no issue with it. But everything around us, everything is generated by what? God, pure consciousness. There isn't anything else. Everything is composed of it. Everything you see is truly the result of your thoughts. There's no exception to this fact. That's a powerful statement. That comes from A Course in Miracles. The impact of that should be fully embraced by humanity. Is it? No, not right now. What does that mean? Well, you're immortal, but you're afraid of the body ceasing. Right? Well, you get attached to things. We get attached to this life. We get attached to every life. We get lost in it. You know? We're like kids in candy stores. We just get lost. We're like out there. We have no clue that we're God in that body, that we're omnipotently powerful, that we literally can manifest anything we focus on. And it doesn't matter what kind of tricks it plays out there through the ego mind. But we can manifest anything. Oftentimes, though, we're sidetracked, so we go off into the negative vernacular. we are focusing on negative because there's so much negative, right? But there's ample amounts of positive, but we aren't looking at the positive. Even in the worst of times, there are positives. There always will be. But we gravitate, as a people, toward the negatives. And I'm not saying that it is not, that it's a cinch. It isn't. None of us are exempt from it. And then we go, okay, so I'll give it a try. No, don't give it a try. Do it. Giving it a try means, I'll try, and if it doesn't work, no big deal. A try means half-ass in most situations. So we, as a people on this planet, we're looking at 8 billion of us. We got to negate the demons. So collectively, now think about this. Collectively, within 24 hours, we could turn this planet into a God planet paradise. All the destruction, all the damage done to the environment, all the pollution in the oceans, the soil, and the air, all gone. All the GMOs gone. All the sex trafficking, all the pedophilia, all of it gone. Vanish as if it never existed. What do we learn from that? What as a collective, what are we learning from all of this? What have we viewed, all right, heard, about all this? Why is it here? Why is it perpetual? And most of us say that we don't have the power to shift at all, but we do. And it isn't, it's not difficult to implement that. You see, we have the perspective that it's outside of us and that we have to go after it. We have to climb the mountains to get it. We're racing. We're chasing it. And actually, the opposite is true. Let it in. When you put something out there, you just open up and let it in. Relax the body. Focus on the breath, and then make your statement. What do you want? I want a God planet paradise. I want this planet to be pristine, clean, wonderful for all of us. Not just a handful, all of us. Everything has been disjointed on this planet for a very long time. And the disjoining is due to what? Well, partially is due to our lack of remembering. The amnesia. So we figure out a way to lose the amnesia. And this is what we're doing. We're focusing on that which is within these bodies on a daily basis. We are using different statements and mantras. We're writing down things, reviewing things and practicing things to get us there, to get us to the God that we are in these bodies. And it can be frustrating at times. Some of us would like it to happen overnight. And see, what we have is we have the ego mind that challenges us every split second. And remember, it's a highly insecure illusion. The mind and the ego are illusions. But on this planet, we experience them. And then we start understanding, well, we don't care to experience them. We would prefer to master them. And that's another thing we're doing. Now, it may not be this lifetime, because I'm sure you've seen a lot of people that are just fast asleep. And no matter what you do, they're not going to wake up. So we know that. That's accepted. That's not, doom and gloom, boogeyman-ish. It's, okay, so maybe the next lifetime for them. Maybe the next, maybe the next, maybe the next. But since all of you come to this meditation every day, for the most part, and some of you since the beginning, do you think that that's just happenstance? It isn't. You're being drawn to it. You enjoy it. You come to it because you enjoy it, which is a good thing, right? It isn't an arduous task, which is another good thing. And you feel enlightened. There's so much high frequency that comes through these meditations that you can't measure it. It's literally off the charts. And everybody that participates in them, whether it be live or recorded, is benefiting. And it is saving lives. And it affects anybody who listens to these meditations over the last close to 6 years now. So they aren't just a bunch of words. They are tremendously powerful. And they are delivering messages every day, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year. They're huge. And for some of us, it gives us the understanding that, okay, so I am the God in the body. After all, yes, you are. We should be bowing to each other when we know that each one of us is a God in these bodies. We should. We should be bowing in honor and respect. Now, you'll see that in the Hindu religion. You'll see that because they know that. They know that the God is within the body. So they bow their head, put their hands together in a prayer form, and honor the God that's in front of them. Do we honor each other? Ask yourself that. Now, go even further. Do you honor yourself? And we're not talking ego-mind. We're talking heart-mind. Do you honor yourself? Do you respect yourself? It has nothing to do with anybody outside of you. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you, speaks of you, motion, action to you. Nothing. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with how you view you. And not in a harsh way, not in a rough, gruff way, but in a gentle, kind, generous, humble way, with deep gratitude. You can see how the society has twisted us. We don't look beyond the bodies. We're very superficial beings while in these bodies. So we don't see the God in the body. Do you? Everyone. Not just a few people. Doesn't matter if they're fat, short, skinny, brown, pink, blue. Makes no difference. That's the suit that we wear while we can navigate material physical world. Know that the self is the rider. Okay? R-I-D-E-R. and the body the chariot. The intellect is the charioteer. Okay? Know that the self is the rider, the body is the chariot, the intellect is the charioteer, and the mind, the reins, the senses say the wise are the horses. The roads they travel are the mazes of desire. The wise call the self the employer, enjoyer, when it is united with the body, the senses, and the mind. Bhagavad Gita. Now, when you touch, the center of your being is where all your real power is found. That's where it's at. It is your real magic wand that can create anything you desire. It is the place where this entire universe you are creating in each moment is designed. When you go to where the source of where your thoughts are radiating from, I mean your thoughts, not the chatter thoughts, you become the source of life itself. The day you are in touch with the core of what you are, will you be able to grow new roots for stability in your life and branch out into the skies of your true unlimited potentiality? Now see, our magical cores are buried deep and are hidden beneath layers of beliefs, memories, and ideas about who we are. It is not necessarily at the core of your physical body, yet is at the core of your being. To find this place, your body must be totally relaxed and at ease. When this occurs, your mind and all of its layers of thoughts fall away. You must totally be willing to surrender to this experience of your life in this now moment for total relaxation to take place. When the mind simply lets go of all of its planning, scheming, and efforting, your body naturally becomes completely at ease. And your core presents itself to you. We should all know that our mind is our ticket to prison or freedom. No in-betweens. It's either our ticket to prison or to freedom. By understanding that we don't know everything there is to know just yet, we open our mind to an entirely new world of possibility. One of them is that we are living in a super powerful manifesting vehicle in a multi-dimensional infinite universe which has unlimited potentiality and energy to create anything. Let this idea open your mind right now. Drop all limited perceptions you used to have about what is possible and what is not. This is the greatest opportunity of a lifetime, to be open to that anything is possible. Allow this moment to sink down into your body. Follow it into your deepest, innermost essence, where you can relax and connect with the most fertile soil, your soul. Our core essence is the only place we can experience the truth of who we are. It is where we will know ourselves as divine. It's not through a new idea presented by the mind that you'll uncover this awesome discovery. It is only through the heart of your presence, the spiritual source of you, where you can reveal the only thing that is truly real. This is not hard to do. It's a simple exploration that only a childlike curiosity can handle. So look deeply inside. You are this true essence already. It is what you've been searching for your entire life or lifetimes. It is so close to you that if you're using the mind at all, you're going to miss it. If you're using the mind at all, you're going to miss it. Now, this profound inner experience doesn't happen by thinking about it or trying to make it happen. In fact, it's just the opposite. You drop into it. When you have let go of all efforting, completely stopped thinking, and simply start resting and relaxing into your innermost being. It's not through your head that the real answers in this life are found, but your heart, that you can experience enlightenment. A cosmic creative energy rushes in the instant you let go of using your brain to try to attain it and relax your body into whatever you are right now. You may not understand this completely, yet the greatest opportunity of a lifetime is simply to be here now. When you allow this moment to sink into your body, you become complete with life, and life becomes complete with you. You instantly fall into yourself again and again and again. You discover that your deepest, innermost essence was always here, and to connect with it is as simple as passing a rake over the fertile soil, your soul. Simply reach down, touch the dirt, and you'll discover the magical core of your being instantly. Now, all of us can instantly realize that we are, and always were, intimately connected with an all-powerful, intelligent energy that is already helping us manifest everything we desire and everything we don't. We are already magical beings. We are already manifesting beings who are simply conditioned and programmed by parents, siblings, schools, teachers, TV, media, to think we were not. Once you know that you are very powerful, you don't have to exercise this power. You can simply manifest anything you want at any moment. Since most people around you are most likely still asleep to this knowledge, it will take every bone in your body to create the strength needed to wake yourself up completely to it. Almost every human being on this planet becomes lost in the illusions and beliefs of others. We came into this incarnation with blinding past karma to clear away, and are thus deeply unaware that there is a great divine source emanating already within our very being. When the mind is habitually distracted by thoughts, constantly getting lost in a vast sea of things, ideas, future concepts, and memories, it forgets the real reason you are here. To find that golden castle hidden deep in the hills, yet sometimes, even though you may think you are sidetracked, if you have not totally forgotten the possibility that there is a great power inside you, in this now moment, you are almost all the way home. You just need to make it your number one priority if you wish to access it 24 hours a day. The only way you could possibly miss finding the magical core of your being is by being distracted by some thought inside the mind. There are many things that the mind believes is more amazing and will do anything to get you there. It will want to work harder to get you there. And yet once it arrives, it will doubt that you have arrived. When you are living up in your head, always following the mind, imagining this and that, you will feel lost. This is normal. and the right experience for those who live in between their ears. When you are connecting with your innermost magical being, the mind seems like a dry, thirsty desert, and you are already swimming in the vast ocean. When you've arrived at your magical core, you're going to notice that the images in your mind will change. Yet you always feel connected at your core to the source of life. You'll feel free from the mind, and yet able to use the mind to redirect you back into this magical core essence of who and what you are. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. And an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still. This moment is the only thing that is real. Everything happening between your ears is a grand illusion created by your mind. This moment contains the only true existence. It is the only place you can find the divine. The past and future are amazing, yet are delusions that take you away from the divine and are not actually real. They are continuously being fabricated and replicated by your mind. For 10 times randomly today, stop the mind by surrendering to the present moment. An amazing spiritual experience will begin to unfold within you. The longer you can remain completely present to the now, don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself and see for yourself. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night and the following morning. We will return here Tuesday, September 12, 2023, 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, eternal gratitude, no matter what is going on around you.